And welcome back to the channel. On this video, I wanted to talk about ugly e-bikes or e-mopeds. Look at the leaves. Wow. Anyway, so what made me want to talk about this today is that I saw what I think is the ugliest bike I've ever seen before. It's an e-moped. It's a prototype. It's not finalized yet. But oh my God, I thought this thing is ugly. And so what it is it's called the Owlet. O-W-L-E-T. And it's an e-moped. There's no pedals on this bike. It's just the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And I'm going to leave a link in the description. They are taking actually taking a pre-orders, and it's a $50 refundable deposit, and that gives you $1,000 off. The price is going to be $29.95, and I think regular price, full price is $39.95. I believe that's the price. I will leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. It's a 30 mile per hour e-moped. It's got a 750 watt motor that peaks at 3,000 watts. I mean, it's 30 miles per hour. I just think it's just ugly. I don't know what else to say about it. But anyway, go ahead and have a look at that. I'll leave the link, as I mentioned, in the descriptions, and tell me if that's not the ugliest bike you have ever seen. Be it e-motorcycle, e-bicycle, anything. I just can't get over it. But hey, that's me, right? We're all different. I'm sure there's some people out there that think it's good. They'll like that look. It just looks too goofy to me. It doesn't look, I mean, it's almost the same full price, same price as this Graffiti X. So if we're going to look at one side of the ledger, the ugliest, let me know in the descriptions, or in the comments I should say, what you think is the ugliest bike you've ever seen. I'd be interested to, and give me a link so I can go and check it out, or the name at least, and then I'll go and search it out myself. But yeah, I'd be curious to see what you think is the ugliest bike you've ever seen. I haven't thought too much about this, but then when I saw this bike, I thought, oh, right away I thought, that's the ugliest thing I have ever seen. And so it made me think, you know, is there anything else uglier than that? Because right away I thought that was the worst. And then I started thinking about it, and I thought, you know what? I don't think there is. I don't think there's anything worse than that. Maybe because it's the newness of that, just seeing it, that it's fresh on my mind, but I don't know. I can't get over it. Anyway, let me know if you like that, actually. Either way, if you like it or hate it, let me know in the description, or in the comments. I don't know why I keep saying descriptions, but so then we go to the other side of the ledger. What's the best looking bike or e-bike, moped, or whatever that you've ever seen? I think the one I'm riding is right up there. I don't know if there's any bikes that are any much better looking than this Lyric Graffiti X, to be honest with you. And you know, I really think this is one of those bikes that actually looks better in person than in pictures. You know, sometimes bikes look really good in pictures, and then you see them in person and they don't look quite as good. Like, I actually saw my first Rev 1 recently. Like, I was talking to the owner of the Rev 1, you know, the guy that owns the bike, and I was thinking, this is the first time I've ever seen one, the Rev 1, in person. And you know, it didn't look as good in person to me as I thought it was going to look like when I saw it in pictures. So that's an example there. But this Lyric Graffiti X that I'm riding right now, to me, looks actually better in person than in pictures. It doesn't look bad in pictures, but it even looks better in person. And I gotta tell you, after looking at all the colors, I know everybody has their favorite for the Graffiti X. I'm glad I chose the black. I'm really liking this black. You know, some guys like the blue, some like the green. And you know what? They're all okay. None of them are bad. But I just happen to like the black, and I'm glad I chose the black. It really looks sharp. Yeah, I'm really liking the look. I'm liking everything about this bike. There's not much that I don't like, and after I ride it a little more, I will do a review again after having it a little while and tell you my thoughts overall on the bike. There's a few things, a couple of things that I would change, I think, and they're very minor. But overall, I can't really say too much bad about this bike because there's just, I haven't found any. It's an absolute pleasure to ride. Every time I get on it, I'm going to say that, but it's the honest truth. But that's just my opinion, right? Everybody's entitled to and will give their own takes on it, but wow, I can't believe we have a little bit of blue sky off in the distance there. It's been so crazy here with this rain, and it was just pouring a while ago, but now it's stopped again, and I was able to jump on for a video without having to be in the rain this time. I think honestly there's more good looking bikes than there are ugly ones. You know, more bikes look good to me than not good. There's not very many that I can say, boy, that thing is absolutely ugly. There's a few, but when I saw that one today, I thought, I gotta talk about this. I gotta see what others think about what's the worst looking bike you have ever seen in your life. E-moped or e-bike, we're talking, or more e-motorcycle. And what's the best looking one? I'm gonna put the Graffiti X as my favorite, best looking one, and I'm gonna put that Owlette as my worst. As of today's date, what are we, late November now, 2024. As of right now, those are my high and low. And I'm not just saying about the Graffiti X being the best looking one because I own it. I honestly think it is. And like I say, when you see it in person, it's even better looking. Hello? It's better looking in person even than on video or on either on video or pictures. It's a cool ride here right now. It's like 40 degrees. There's a wind. The sun is out now briefly. It's not going to last because we got another massive amount of rain coming in. And I'm lucky I'm able to jump out here. It wasn't even supposed to be any sun today. Adjust my camera a little bit there. My face is feeling the cold though. I'm looking for a good set of mirrors. If anybody has any recommendations for good mirrors. Somebody suggested motorcycle mirrors, and I'm probably going to look at those. I want a good pair of mirrors. I want large enough ones that I can see good. I don't want too small. I think I want them a little bit bigger than the one I'm using right now. I stole this one off my other graffiti bike because I wanted a mirror on here, but it's not going to be the permanent mirror I have on here all the time. I think I want it to stick out a little bit more because I'm still catching when I wear the puffy winter jacket, I'm catching a little bit of my shoulder there in the way. So even when you adjust it, you just can't get your shoulder out of the way. And so I'd like a little bit, ones that go out a little bit more. Probably a couple more inches would be good. I don't want bar end mirrors. I know a lot of guys like those. I'm not a fan of the bar end mirrors, especially on a bike like this with the handlebars that are wide. They would stick out too much. I had them on my Aerial Rider Grizzly, but that one you can kind of get away with because it had narrow handlebars. They weren't very wide. So if you put the bar end mirrors on there, it's not sticking out that wide like it would on this one. Like these handlebars are wide, the widest I've had. And then you put the bar end mirrors and you're going to be really stretching it. All right, well, that's going to do it for this video. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, thank you very much for subscribing. Just hit that subscription button. And if you want to comment on this video or any others, let me know what your ugliest bike you've ever seen, or maybe you've owned an ugly one. And what's the best looking bike you've seen? So it doesn't matter about the power. We're not talking about any of that, just strictly looks. What's the best looking and worst looking bike, electric, either bike, scooter, motorcycle, whatever that you've ever seen? And leave that in the comments below. I'd be interested in seeing what you all think. Once again, thank you for joining me on this video. And until next time, keep your wheels on the road. See you later.